very serious matters that we are dealing with and on a daily basis. It seems many days that things are just getting worse, getting out of hand. But I think what we are talking about here and what we are trying to do is really changing the course of what these fantastic, in a sense, opportunities that have arisen over the past 20, 30 years in the internet age and with all the social media. But it's to prevent all the bad things happening and encourage the good things. We know that hate speech and disinformation can easily fracture communities. They can deepen social divisions and fuel polarization. While we talk about these fantastic opportunities of AI and digital platforms, they also enable rapid spread of deepfakes, fake news, of automated hate speech, and making it harder to distinguish truth from falsehood. Combining these threats is not just the duty of governments, of organized civil society or media, tech companies. No, it's really, as we heard, up to each and every one of us and of society to play a positive role, to really try to uphold the truth. Every citizen must communicate and engage responsibly, and this includes verifying before sharing or posting, rejecting hateful rhetoric, reporting fake news, dis and misinformation, and fostering constructive dialogue to uphold social harmony. Now it's really it's a tall order to ask all citizens to behave responsibly, of course, and what we are, our role from the UNICEF perspective, we're trying to prevent it in the first place, and trying to reach children before it gets it goes in the wrong direction. Children are enormously malleable. They can deal with a lot of things and rapidly change. They are not so formed as adults. So to the extent that we can get to children and really sort of imbue positive change and positive behavior, it would be really good for society. It has an enormous, what is happening and all the influences around the world with hate speech and negative messages, bullying, as I was speaking about, internet bullying, and that has an enormous effect on their health. We very recently in Sri Lanka there was a launch of the school health survey. This is something that happens every 10 years or so, looking at adolescents 13 to 17 years old. And it is frightening reading when you look at the mental health issues, the suicidal tendencies, bullying. It was already bad 10 years ago, but it's getting a lot worse. So it's really the urgency of addressing this is extremely important. So what we are trying to do in UNICEF, our little contribution to all of this, is to get to children and to equip young people and young minds with skills to engage in safe internet use, and nurture critical thinking skills, to recognize, challenge, and reject false and harmful narratives before they take root. We are helping enhance the skills of these young people with focus on digital literacy, on digital storytelling and life skills, and creating opportunities and platforms to help them identify and prevent the spread of hate speech, including by producing positive narratives and social action projects. Part of this work is to introduce, and this has already been done as part of this ongoing efforts, as mandatory in school curriculum, digital citizenship and literacy. So making sure there is responsible and positive use of digital platforms and tools and interaction. And this is really part of civic education in a prosperous society. So we're getting at children. We're also, of course, addressing media and trying to empower young journalists with specialized digital training to debunk disinformation, particularly AI-generated threats that manipulate truth, and this in collaboration with Agence France Presse as a leading news and fact-checking agency. We are also working at grassroots level, and well, at national and further down at grassroots level with religious leaders as another key group of influencers. To actively counter hate speech and promote positive messages. So looking at the peer-to-peer among children is extremely important. Those are important influences for children. For trying to equip mass media and journalists with good tools as well. And then, like I said, religious leaders. We feel that this is covering a big, important influencing groups across the society. Truth is not static. It requires constant verification and also updating it. I wouldn't say it's false, but the facts are updated, so we need to update the truths. Critical thinking also needs to be constantly with us, and it is a collective effort. As I said earlier, each one of us and everybody across society has a responsibility to actively engage in discerning facts, challenging falsehoods, and fostering informed dialogue to foster a culture of truth and inclusivity, and using all our spheres of influence. Only such a collective effort will help build a society resilient against disinformation and division. Thank you again for inviting us and being part of this extremely important event and initiative that, as I said, is really urgent and extremely crucial for Sri Lanka as a society. Thank you very much.